Hello, welcome to Spillin Tea with DHFYE, where you get to know the peer coaches, learn about student life, and academic topics. My name is Romel Tang Lau. I'm a fourth-year senior majoring in kinesiology with a minor in psychology, and I'm a peer coach for the University Environment Center, supporting the College of Health, Human Services, and Nursing. And I'm also joined by my fellow peer coaches if they want to introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Mari. I'm a senior majoring in human services. I'm also a DHFYE peer coach, and I'm supporting the College of Health, Human Services and Nursing, College of Business and Public Policy, as well as undeclared students.
And hello everyone, my name is Jessica Alvarez. This is my fourth year as well. I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in Chicano studies. I am also a DHFYE peer coach, and then I support CNBS and some CBAP students.
And hello everyone, my name is Julian Paredes. I am also a DHFYE peer coach, and this year I am supporting the College of Natural and Behavioral Sciences and CBAP as well. I'm going into my third year as a junior, and I am majoring in political science.
Cool, thank you all for introducing yourselves. So, it's Monday, the semester just started. I'm very excited to get this academic year rolling. Can I get a thumbs up? How's everyone feeling right now? Good.
Feeling
awesome.
pretty good, yeah.
Awesome. So, for me personally, it's my senior year and I have a hectic schedule ahead, but I'm looking to, definitely push through and graduate by spring. And, I have a couple of, personal goals that I would like to achieve as a peer coach for the UAC. I definitely want to get more interactions that I did last year. And I've been brainstorming over the summer. And I think the key to that is definitely social media. I know we created those peer coach Instagram accounts, and I feel like that was a great benefit for myself. I definitely seen more interactions than usual. So I think knowing that students are more likely to check, stories and posts on Instagram, I feel like I get definitely more interactions that way. And, as a student, I do have a lot more units than usual this year, but I definitely do want to pass all my classes with flying colors. And I also have an internship at a gym too, so I'm looking to learn as much as I can, gain as much experience. But I'm looking for an overall successful year. My last year at DH, but I'm going to make the most out of it. So what about y'all? How are y'all feeling? Do you have any personal goals as a student and as a peer coach too?
I think one of my goals is also as a student, it's passing all of my classes. I know I took up Chicano studies this year, and my last year as a minor. So I have a whole bunch of classes that are Chicano study classes. So I'm hoping I do good in those classes. I've taken one Chicano study class in the past. So hopefully I enjoy my new ones as much as I enjoyed the last one. But I think my goal is to keep my grades up, not procrastinate. I tend to procrastinate a lot. So I think that's one of my goals this year.
Yeah, that's great, Jessica. I'm glad to hear that. And I know for me, I have similar goals as well. For me, it's going to be a really hard goal to achieve, but I know that I can do it. I want to try to get straight A's for all of my classes this semester. I'm going to have some very challenging courses this semester, but I'm so excited to get into it. I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready to take on the workload that we're going to have. But yeah, I want to try to get straight A's for this semester, and of course be able to support you all as a peer coach in the best way that I possibly can.
I would also say a goal I have as a peer coach is to have as many interactions as I can with all of my students. Academically speaking, my fellow peer coaches have also said, doing really well in my classes. I'm taking a research class that's pretty scary. I've never taken a research class before. I also want to learn how to manage my time better with clubs, work, school, and on a personal level, I really want to make time for myself. So some of the goals and interests that I have are definitely going to the movies. I love just buying movie snacks and anything like that and taking time for myself. Love hanging out with my dogs, love just listening to music, anything that can make me de-stress or make me feel better. And I want to know, like, do any of my other peer coaches have any like hobbies or interests that they do during the school year or anything like that to help them not focus so much on like school?
Yeah, for me, I'll go first. I do have some hobbies that I like to do. Like right now, I'm a part of my own band. I like to just hop on the bass, play some bass tabs or bass lines, and also like create music and all of that. So that's a way to kind of, I guess, like de-stress and also, be able to do something aside, from all of that I do, something that I love, express myself like that through the bass. And I also used to play drums, so those two instruments are close to my heart. But for me, that's a hobby that really resonates with me, and I'm excited because I feel like I'm gonna progress even more these next few months. I don't know if any other peer coaches have also any hobbies as well.
That's awesome. You're in a band, Julian. I know I used to play the violin. But if I tried right now, I don't think I could do it. But also, Marty, I love watching movies too. I'm an avid movie watcher. Some of my favorite movies include Bohemian Rhapsody, Interstellar, The Pursuit of Happiness. So those are some of my favorite movies. I like to watch during the semester just to de-stress. And one thing that I do love to do is working out and exercising. I train about 5 times a week, and not only to see physical changes, but also for my mental health as well. Again, de-stressing as a student is very important. So I feel like if you prioritize these hobbies, you prioritize these things you love to do, you'll be a successful student. Knowing that you do those things, you take breaks, but also pushing through the semester as a student as well is very important. But those are some of the things I love to do. Jessica, what about you?
Yeah, I think I would say like I like to watch movies too. I think that kind of distresses me as well. But I like to watch like really sad movies. Like I like to cry to movies. I don't know why. But yeah, like I love watching sad movies. I also like going out like to the park or to the beach or something. Like I don't like being in my house for like too long because it like kind of like stresses me out or something. So I like to go out as well. And yeah, I think those are mainly my hobbies. I also like try to like do exercise and stuff. I know like with my mental health it's like really bad. Like I do try to like to go run or something because I think that really helps me. But yeah, those are my hobbies.
Awesome. So Jessica, like you, I love to cry during the movies. To have like tissues and just like let all the emotions flow. I do have another question for my peer coaches since we are here during like our first week of school. We're back as students, but also back as peer coaches. What is like a day in our life looking like right now? I know for me, right now it's definitely looking at a lot of emails, looking at like text messages that I want to send and text messages that I'm receiving, programming for a lot of events and workshops that we have for all of our DHFYE students, some that we are going to mention later on in the podcast, and just overall wanting to make our DHFYE students feel as welcome as possible during their transition from like high school to college. Does anyone else have like a day in the life kind of routine that they want to share?
Definitely similar to you, Marty, as a peer coach. Definitely want to make sure I'm contacting my students, making sure I am there as a support system for them. And, working as a team with my fellow peer coaches, definitely important to have a successful program. And, as a student, I definitely have a lot of stuff that I do have to do throughout the week. You have your courses to manage, different meetings for stuff I'm involved in with my clubs as well, and also my new internship. So I think a lot of that really pertains to time management and organization. So I think it's very important, for me personally, to set up my week during the weekend, just so I have an idea and so I can eye it out of what I have to do and accomplish. So I think just setting those priorities straight is the key to being successful as a student who's involved in so many things. And again, taking those breaks are very important. I do want to stress that because you definitely don't want to burn yourself out. and you definitely want to accomplish the things that you start too. So what about you guys?
Yeah, for me, specifically a day in the life. Of course, firstly, I mostly help out as a peer coach in the morning, so that's like the first thing that I do. I like to support you all. Create my weekly emails for you all, and then also, after that, towards the day is when my classes begin. So, I would go to my classes for those specific days, and of course, find that time to study as well. And of course, just like how Ramel said, taking breaks, because it's very important that we take care of our mental health. And especially either if you're working in an online setting or if you're in person, looking at a screen too much can drain you. It can make you feel like a little bit drowsy. I know for me it has a bit, so it's good to prevent that eye strain and all of that by for example, like following the 20-20-20 rule, looking every 20 minutes, like 20 feet far away, and then look at it for 20 seconds. I know it's helped me a lot, specifically throughout the pandemic, and also like right now, to kind of just relieve that eye strain. And then find some time also like to do like my hobbies, like for example just hop on the base, even if it's for like 15 minutes or something, just like play around with it. And then of course towards the night is when I do all of my schoolwork, so like any homework I might have, any assignments. So that's kind of like a day in my life. Jessica, how's a day in your life?
I think a day in my life would be kind of really similar to you. I feel like I like do work like in the mornings, like I check my emails, prepare for like interactions for this upcoming semester, and just help with programming and working with my other fellow peer coaches as well. And then after that, like when school is starting, like I do my classes, and then I like to do my homework or like any assignments that I have to do like after my class is finished, just to like get it out of the way. So I'll like tend to do that, and like at night I'll like do my hobbies, like watch a movie or like go out and like de-stress. But yeah, like I think it's like a little crazy to think like that. Like now I'm a peer coach, and like in my first year, like I had a peer coach that supported me a lot, and like I remember like I would ask her like any questions that I had, like simple questions, and I didn't need to make like an appointment or anything with anybody. Like she would just answer my questions through text. So I think like she was really helpful for me my first semester. But how did you feel like having a support system your first year?
It was definitely a great thing to have, a support system as a freshman. Coming in as a freshman, I was very timid. I didn't really know how to navigate around campus myself. But, having that peer coach was definitely helpful. She introduced me to, student clubs and organizations, which I didn't even know existed at DH. And I actually joined the club, which was the Kinesiology Student Association club. And it was honestly the best decision I made. I ended up becoming the president this past year. And, I grew professionally. I met a lot of students who had similar interests, and also networked with professionals as well. So, if you're a freshman student coming in, I highly recommend joining a student club or org. You can look on that on Toros link. There are over 100 plus organized organizations as well. And having a peer coach, there's a support system. Also, just helped me, with my mental health as well. Knowing that I was pretty shy, I didn't want to, reach out to other students or even to my professors. But she said that, they have office hours. They're here to answer all your questions. So definitely ask any question that you have, because professors are here to help you. And, reach out to your fellow classmates too, so you guys can, successfully pass the class together, form study groups as well. So those are some of the reasons why, I was very grateful to have a peer coach. And Julian, what about you?
Yeah, for me, it was very beneficial to have a peer coach. I know I had a ton of questions coming into my first year. I'm the first generation student. So, obviously having that support system was very helpful. Whenever I had like a small question, I kind of figured out what was the difference between a major advisor and a general education advisor. I was also able to attend events that were very beneficial to me, like knowing how to find my academic requirements report, all of that. that good stuff. So it really helped me out, knowing that I had someone that I could reach out to if I ever had any questions. And I encourage you all again to reach out to your peer coach. They're here to help you. They're here to direct you into the right way. I know that for me, it touched my heart a lot, and that's why this program is very close, or hits home, basically, for me, because it made me feel very welcome to campus, and it impacted the way that I see college now. I don't know, Mari, how was your experience with the peer coach?
So similar to you all, my peer coach was absolutely amazing. She was the first person that I had any interaction with coming into my first semester, and just how welcoming she was with her like weekly emails and like all of the interactive stuff she had there, how open she was to all of the questions I had. She also introduced me to my first year advisor, who was absolutely amazing, definitely also answered all of my questions. A lot of the questions I had at the time I thought were like, oh, they're just not good questions, but I ended up learning any question you had was a good question. I was also encouraged to like use social media, and through social media I found out some really amazing affinity centers that we have on campus, who are amazing like support systems. So anything that works for you all, whether it's like affinity centers, clubs and orgs like Ramel, your advisors, your peer coaches, we're all here to support you during your first year and just throughout your entire experience here at DH.
Yeah, and thank you all for sharing. It's very helpful when we talk about these things, specifically about how it's like with the peer coach. And I'm glad that you all were able to join us today for today's podcast segment. Thank you all for sharing about your peer coaches and your experiences with them. I know we all had great experiences, but real quick, I want to share with you, the audience, how this is going to work specifically with the podcast. So we're going to upload once a month. And it's going to contain different pop culture kind of things. Like one day we're going to talk about Batman, and then the other day we're going to talk about Eternals and all of that. So feel free to check us out. We're going to upload once a month. So feel free to join us every month. Towards the end of the month, we will update you all on our Instagram pages when the episode is going to come out. And also, just so that you all know, this upcoming week we are going to have a DHFYE welcome event. Feel free to join us for the DHFYE welcome event. It is going to be on September 7th from 12 to 1. We are going to be supporting you all and welcome you all to the DHFYE program, as well as supporting you all for your first year here at Dominguez Hills. So thank you all for joining us for this podcast segment. Remember, we are here to support you. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions at all. We will be sure to get back to you as soon as we can. Reach out to us. We want to be able to talk to you. And if you want to talk to us about what was mentioned here, if you want to get to know us more, feel free to contact your specific peer coach and the platforms that they offer. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what topics you would like to see in future segments. We are open to any suggestions. So if you all want us to talk about something, now's your time to put it into the comments. We will be looking at them. We will be checking to see what you all think as well. So make sure to share this if you have any friends on campus. We want to make sure that this will be beneficial to everyone, not just exclusive to our DHFYE program, but that it'll benefit everyone. So without further ado, have a great first week. Take care, and we will see you all in September.